It turns out that couples tend to break up before the New Year holidays to avoid buying gifts, say dating experts. This phenomenon is called Scrooging, when one partner breaks up with the other due to financial difficulties or plain greed. The peak of such breakups occurs in mid-December and lasts until the end of the year. Moreover, breakups most often happen in the 20s of the month. I read somewhere that similar breakups happen before February 14th and March 8th. The Chinese man convinced his son to break up with his girlfriend, then married her himself, and later he was executed. This is quite a story. The guy brought the girl to meet his family, but the 63-year-old father, who was always drawn to young girls, said that she was not his age. 6 months later, he married her himself, which drove his son into chronic depression. As they say, karma doesn't sleep. And the father was sentenced to death for bribery, and all his millions were confiscated. It's a terrible story, like a ready-made script for a TV series. An unusual study. 1 in 6 people embarrassed themselves at the New Year's corporate party. Survey data. More than 15% of participants admitted that they feel shame about their behavior after holiday parties with colleagues. The main culprits are recognized as alcohol and the relaxed atmosphere, which lead to a loss of control and awkward glances. The next day, in the distant past, giant people lived on Mars, building pyramids. This is classified CIA information. As part of the secret project Stargate, psychics helped the CIA search for hostages, terrorists, and even study planets. In one of the experiments, they were given coordinates, which later turned out to be points on Mars. During the session, the psychics saw giant pyramids, canyons, and roads, as well as tall beings in tight-fitting clothing. According to them, the Martians fought for survival and built the pyramid to preserve their civilization. I'm reading this and just laughing. The project was intended to be used to bring about the collapse of the USSR, but instead they found mysteries on the Red Planet. Write in the comments what you think about this news. Right now, there are 250 sunken treasure ships along the coast of Portugal. They were discovered by archaeologist Alexandre Monteiro. He identified over 8,620 sunken ships in Portuguese waters. It is believed that 250 of them were loaded with 22 tons of gold and silver. The days of Ubisoft are numbered. The company's debts have reached 1.4 billion euros, and it has lost 80% of its market capitalization over the last 5 years. Experts link this to the ignoring of requests from their audience. Right now, the fate of the company rests on the shoulders of Assassin's Creed, Shadows. It's a shame, it's a good company. Let's hope everything goes well for them. NASA showed a photo of a Christmas tree in space. This is what the star cluster NGC 2264 looks like, which is called the Snowflake Cluster. It's very beautiful. Chili peppers will stop being spicy because of global warming. The spiciness of peppers develops thanks to hot and dry weather, while increased humidity makes the flavor milder. The ideal conditions are becoming harder to find, partly due to more frequent floods and heavy rains. Let me know if you like chili or not. For me, not really. Cristiano Ronaldo is thinking about retirement. The 39-year-old Portuguese player may extend his contract with Al Nassr or return to his homeland. It's really sad, legend, but everything comes to an end, eventually. But finally, here's a photo of the unusual cat. He literally has a seam coming apart on his back.